Hi friends, it's nice to see you through this Learn Logistics video, and any suggestions or comments please send it on the above email ID logisticshari2020 @gmail.com. For more information on logistics, you can go through our website www.harilogisticsacademy.com. Now we will see in the logistics a new project or a new company starting and what is the strategy to be adopted. So preparation for a new company or a project starting, what are we have to consider for the same? It is common for any project or company. First, let's define logistics. Your logistics process is how you move raw materials, components, and products between your suppliers and your warehouses or your factory and your customers. Logistics is the movement of goods. Supply chain is the movement from the start to the end, which includes the sourcing also. Cost of goods management, supplier relationship management, and more. Strategy or planning of documents. One is process mapping. You have to do overall business process flow or work process flow. That is each and every job location wise or station wise, whatever it is. 2. Study on competition, or we can say market intelligence. 3. Risk matrix. 4. SWOT analysis. I hope you know about SWOT. SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat on our business. 5. Time per activity or job study. 6. Organizational chart. 7. Required machinery or equipments list. 8. List of consumables. 9. Required list of building or vehicles, etc. 10. Budget. It should be for fixed costs as well as variable costs. 11. Implementation plan. 12. Recruitment plan. 13. Training schedule or plan. One, process mapping. It is very important, the first document to be prepared to understand what we are going to do and what is our business processes. I have explained only 3-stage processes in the following picture, but you can expand to accommodate based on your requirement of number of stages or different people's operation can be mapped. Also, number of actions in one stage can also be extended based on the requirement. If you see in this format, I have mentioned as process mapping. The first process and the second process and the third process. So in each and every process there should be a first action, second action, third action, fourth action, fifth action, like that it will go. So you can make it any number of processes and actions. 2. Market intelligence or competition study. One, study or understand who are our competitors in our industry. Two, how many of them are there. Three, do a SWOT for each of them because their strength, weakness, opportunity and threat also we should know. Four, where is our position or game will fit into this in the competition. Five, their volume, size, organization, turnover, etc. should be made and compared with ours. 6. Bring their positions in our risk matrix. 7. What will be their growth wise hours in future in given situation. 8. Is there any successions or takeovers are happening in the industry? So the total analysis of the above should be made available to us so that you will be able to know where we stand, whether we can start this project or not. 3. Risk matrix. We have to find out what are the risks we will have by doing a business or process. How to overcome the same. What is the time frame to overcome and who is the responsible person or team to do the same. This can be presented in a graphic form also by giving a 5-point or 10-point scale for each point for probability of the risk and consequences with low and high markings. Then you can come to a decision or conclusion whether you want to do the same project or business or not. In this I had given on two formats. First one, it says serial number, risk, description, action required to overcome, time frame and responsible person. This is only a sample. You can expand any number of columns, whatever you want, and rows. And based on this matrix, this format, you can take it into the risk matrix. Because this market intelligence analysis and this, whatever you are filling in this format, these two will, you will be able to put it in the risk matrix but by giving a 10-point scale or 5-point scale. So one is a probability and one is a consequences. Because one axis is for probability and consequences is other axis. In this you can put it wherever the respective things will fit into. And the headings and all you can give it based on your requirements or the columns. Fourth is a SWOT analysis. The project or process, what we are planning to do, we should do a SWOT analysis to understand its strength, weakness, opportunity and threat before taking a decision. We have to list out the items for each topics in the below format to understand our business or project in a better way. So we have to list out the strengths. Just 10 numbers are given for just for information. You can have any number of columns, rows. So all the strength you have to list it out, and on the right side you have to list it out all the weaknesses, and below all the opportunities you have to list it out, and on the other side you have to list out all the threats. So wherever the lower weaknesses and lower threats are there and more of strength and more of opportunities are there, then that will be a good business to start with. So wherever the weakness is more and threat is more and strength and opportunities are less, then you will have more risk on your business. Hence, you have to think whether you want to start it or not. And whenever we list out the processes, the process mapping, then we have to do a time study also for each job or work. How much time it will take? So who will be the person to handle, and what will be his rate or salary per minute or per day, whatever, based on your requirements. You can mention it. So a format is a given time per job or activity or a process where you can study it. Based on this, you can take it to your. It will be useful to do any codes to a customer or you yourself to find out what will be the cost of manpower for this. Then you can add whatever the other costs. Here it is an organized chart. For each and every organization, they will prepare a chart based on the department wise or the section wise, and from top to bottom everybody will be there. And you can make them what you want to have it on during the starting and what you want to have it in the intermediate period or after 3 months, then after 6 months or 1 year. So that is how you can do it for 2 years or 3 years, so that you will have the employee cost also. You will be able to build up so that you can take it to your budget. And seventh, you can prepare required machinery or equipments list. Because I'm not giving any list, I'll giving only topics. 8, list of consumables. 9, required list of building or vehicles, etc. Or even land or whatever, you can add it. Since listing of items required on above can be prepared by you, hence I am not showing any formats for them. It is easy based on your requirements. You can list the same for each and every process, then consolidate the same. You can add another item as statutory regulations requirement, as we discussed in separate video earlier on the same topic. Because to analyze your project, you should have the statutory regulations also, whether we will be able to fulfill compliance, we can do it or not. So with this, I'll stop for this video, and further again on the same subject we'll continue in the next video. Thank you friends, your comments are welcome. You can send your comments on the above email ID logisticsari2020@gmail.com. Hope you will benefit from this video. We look forward for more interactions in future. You can subscribe this channel so that you will continuously get the notifications for our future videos. Thank you once again.